Happy Monday.
After the events of the past few days, does the president still believe that Israel's actions have been proportionate?
The president also did 2 calls over the weekend that we did readouts of, and in those calls he stressed the need for Hamas to cease firing rockets into Israel and affirmed again Israel's right to defend itself against terrorist attacks. As I would note from the reports, there have been more than 3,000 rockets that have been shot from Hamas into Israel over the last several days.
Back on the idea that those of us in this room or in indoor places generally.
He also expressed his concern that this current period of conflict has tragically claimed the lives of Israeli and Palestinian civilians, including children, and he raised concerns about the safety of journalists, including those who had to leave the building where the Associated Press was based, and reinforced the need to ensure their protection. So how we are looking at this from our standpoint is that our focus, our goal, every single action we take, every statement we make is with the objective of reducing the violence and bringing an end to the conflict on the ground. There are times in diplomacy where we'll need to keep those conversations quieter, where we won't read out every component of it. But that is our objective, and that is the prism through which every action and every comment is being made.
You say that the only solution is a two-state solution.
We've had over 60 calls in the past week from the president on down with senior leaders in Israel, the Palestinian Authority, and across the region. And how can we bring an end to the violence through our relationships in the region, both with the Israelis and the Israeli government, and also with key other partners, whether it's the Egyptians, the Qataris, and other key countries in the region.
Consistent levels of inflation or changes in the jobs reports influence.
The prism we are making all of our decisions through is how can we help bring an end to the violence and bring an end to de-escalate the situation on the ground. And our calculation at this point is that having those conversations behind the scenes, weighing in with our important strategic partnership we have with Israel, also with other countries in the region, is the most constructive approach we can take. So our approach is through quiet, intensive diplomacy, and that's where we feel we can be most effective.
The journalists on the ground on that Gaza tower strike, the Prime Minister Netanyahu called this a perfectly legitimate target. Does this White House agree with that?
Well, I would say that any intelligence is being handled through intelligence channels. I don't have a further readout or confirmation of any of those details from here, nor do I have an assessment of that intelligence that was stated by the Prime Minister.
Politics in Israel are currently a barrier to an end to this escalation of violence.
I will say that it's not our role to assess or analyze the politics on the ground in Israel. Everybody has their own politics in different regions of the world, and we see that play out in foreign policy all the time.
On that union in particular, saying that their members and people of color are at risk.